One day in the shady town of Gotzelenburg, there was a man by the name of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a very interesting man. And he did not like Fanta or Pepsi because they stole his daughter and put her into the sex trade. So one day, while Fanta and Pepsi were walking across the street in front of his house, because the local convenience market was pretty nearby there, they saw Elon standing up on the roof, and Elon thought, as a logical person with logical decisions, I think that I should shoot them. And then Elon Musk waddled over to his AR-15 with a 4X scope and a silencer, and he waited to get the right angle. As they walked, Fanta said, "Man, if I got shot right now, I honestly wouldn't care." "Get a zoom in on this," the news reporter said as they reviewed the footage. Because what happened was, Fanta's like, I get pretty fast, I got shot! But sadly, he ran closer to Elon Musk's house. And Elon Musk jumped down to the screwdriver and jammed it into his liver. Elon Musk then realized that the police would probably be called because there were a lot of gunshots and screaming. So he swiftly grabbed Fanta and got rid of the body. And then he took Pepsi and got rid of the body. And he went back to cooking his favorite meal, European coleslaw. But the neighbors heard the gunshots and they were quite scared. Mr. Key said to Mrs. Key, I wonder what Elon's up to. And they walked over to his house. They knocked on the door and Elon came out. He's like, hey guys, I didn't shoot anyone today. How are you? And they said, just making sure we didn't hear gunshots. And obviously Elon was very scared because they must have heard the gunshots. So he walked up to them and he pierced their livers. And then he disposed of the evidence. Elon, now killing 4 different people, decided it was probably a good time to go and get a Pepsi from his soda machine upstairs. But little did he know there's a GPS chip in both of the Keys' heads. And what it did is when they lost their pulse, the police were called. So all of a sudden, Mr. Seltzer, the local police officer, came up. And he said, yo, Muskie, where you at? And Muskie swiftly came down the stairs. Hey, Mr. Police Officer, I didn't shoot anyone today. And because he was totally lying, the police officer said, well, then you won't mind us going to our house so we can take a tater test. And when they went over to the Testicle Festival Hall to take a tater test, Elon Musk told Mr. Seltzer, hey, I just gotta go get something from inside of my house. Yeah, so Seltzer decided to just have a smoke outside and face towards the road. So obviously, Elon, being the smart man he was, jumped down on him with a screwdriver and stabbed him 3 times in the chest. But while he was trying to dispose of the body, Mr. Seltzer was very weighty. Mr. Spam walked over and said, hey, what are you doing? And Elon said, I gotta get something from my car. And Mr. Elon got into the tractor and started driving it towards Mr. Spam. Mr. Spam was schizophrenic and dysmobile, so he got whacked. And then Elon Musk finished disposing of the evidence and decided to go back to his daily life. He didn't get rid of the screwdriver, though, because he thought it was really cool. So as he was sitting on a sun porch with his screwdriver and his scoped AR-15, Elon thought about something. He's like, wait. So Elon was like, what about those dumb Toyota dealers? They're always so annoying. And then, just as he said that, out of sheer luck, a big old Toyota dealer came out of nowhere. And he was wearing green glasses, just like every Toyota dealer he's dealt with before. As the Toyota dealer walked up, sporting his awesome green glasses, he said, "Yo, Elon! Elon! Can I come inside? There's a Wolverine with 6 legs chasing me." And Elon was like, oh, of course. So, Mr. Toyota and his bright green glasses went inside. But little did Elon know, he was also a combat-trained FBI of North Korea. And so, Elon Musk pulled out a screwdriver and said, "Hey, you're going to stop selling Toyota cars." But unlucky for him, turns out the glasses were alive. They took the screwdriver, gave it to the pig boy, and Elon surrendered. He said, And then Elon Musk pulled out his AR-15, shot Mr. Toyota 4 times in the cranium cap, hollowed out his skull. The end.